All right, every week we focus on ways to get a jump start in the workforce, and today's Reclaim Your Career. How do you look for a job without blowing up the one that you have? Valorie Burton is the author of Where Will You Go From Here? Valerie's here with some tips on how to search for that job without blowing the one that you have. You know, you're very lucky if you have a job right now, because so many people are looking who have been out of work for a year, year and a half, etc. So you're looking, you want to transition to something else. How do you do it without blowing the one you've got?
Yeah, this is really, really important. So there are a lot of people that, it's delicate. You don't want to end up messing up your job. So it's really important to start off by not talking about it. I mean, this is really...
Don't tell everybody.
It's really obvious, but sometimes people start talking and you actually don't know what on earth is going to come of that, right? Your coworkers can start talking about it, and you become a low priority, right? For raises, for promotions, and if there are layoffs or a reorganization, you're going to be the first one on that list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so you got to be very careful. So you don't want to share with your coworkers that you're looking, but a lot of times people are getting on their computers at work.
Yeah.
You know, they're searching or they're sending information. Big old no-no.
Big, big no-no. So you want to make sure, one, you're not talking about it. Two, you want to make sure you're not doing the obvious gestures. So, you know, if you work in a casual environment, don't all of a sudden, don't show up in your three-piece suit and take a 2-hour lunch. I mean, really simple things. But also, making sure that you're not doing the searches online. And this is where a lot of people get tripped up. So they say, well, I'm not using my work email, which is kind of an obvious one, right? But you may be checking your personal email on your work cell phone or on your laptop at work. And so that can still be searchable. And certainly if you're checking those job sites at work, that's a huge no-no.
Okay, so how do you do it delicately then?
Well, you know what? You got to do some old-fashioned methods. If you've already got the job, if you're concerned about HR running across your resume on one of the big job websites, you know what? It's about those relationships, talking to people. It also might mean that it's email, not necessarily posting it on a big job board.
Oh, okay. All right. So, you know, a lot of times there are company resources that might, I guess, point you in a right direction. Maybe it's promotion within the company, etc. But you don't want to use that while you're searching outside of. Yeah,
again, this is so, this sounds
like
obvious.
A big old obvious one.
It's obvious, but people do it all the time.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like, oh, it's Saturday, I'm at work, I can print out my resume. Don't do it. Glitches happen. Monday morning, it's like, oh, what's this? So you want to make sure you're not using company resources at all. That's right.
Period. Okay. And then just be happy with what you got, right?
You know what? Sometimes you have to put your happy face on. So sometimes a job is like a relationship. You think the grass is greener on the other side. So you know what? Your boss is kind of getting on your nerves at this job, but who's to say that at the next job it won't be something else? So you want to make sure to find the good. And research actually shows that we're very poor predictors of how happy something new is going to make us.
Oh, interesting.
So before you make that leap, you want to make sure,
always greener,
that's right. If you're an optimist, an eternal optimist, maybe call in your pessimistic friend to kind of help you get a little reality check.
Keep you grounded.
Yeah.
All right, Valorie Burton, thanks so much. We can always count on you to keep us grounded.
Thanks so much, Fred.